Hey guys, remember to like the video and hit subscribe.
He used to take a barbed wire fence and saw into the fatty tissue of my leg, and he would cut me up, and it was so horrible, and I had to go to the hospital multiple times, blood transfusions. And then I saw that he was dating someone else, and then I messaged her because I wanted to know how horrible it was when people steal food out of your refrigerator. Like, I feel like why would you contact her about the cheating? That seems like the least of the stuff that we were just talking about, but okay. I feel like is assuming that everything happened as she said. I feel like that'd be the bigger thing, but okay.
Went against his word. I didn't have time to think. Anyway, I reached out to his girlfriend because I felt like shit, and I know what it's like to be cheated on, and it sucks. She replied.
Because that's the thing relevant to the girlfriend? Oh, hold on. He was dating. Okay, sorry. I don't have the dates for this in my brain at all. So he was dating another girl. That's okay. Never mind. That makes way more sense. Okay. During this incident, he wasn't with her. He was with his girlfriend, and Naomi was the thing. Gotcha. Okay.
Lied and asked me for the truth. She asked me for the truth. I was at the airport when I received truth.
Naomi, for 2 years, what exactly went on behind my back between you two? I would like to at least hear your words too. Okay.
She asked me for the truth. I was at the airport when I received that message. I headed home to send her the truth. By the time I got home, she had asked me to leave her alone, which I completely understood. So I respected that, and I left her alone. A handful of days later, she reached out to me again to call me a vile, despicable human being.
I feel like I finally know the full truth. You both are vile, despicable human beings. To do this to another person over years, I'm revolted by the mere sight of you.
It was that message that made it very clear to me that she had been asking him for the truth, and he was still lying. There's no way in hell you do that to me and then use me as a scapegoat.
We were not having an affair. He was begging me for one. I talked him down from cheating multiple times. It was always the conventions that got him. Oh God, not the gamer conventions. Or I guess the book conventions? Okay. One of the, or at least I hear this repeated a ton, or I guess I see it in the relationship subreddit, is one of the big fears is if a guy or girl is trying to cheat with a friend, if the friend tells the guy or girl that whose partner is trying to cheat with them or whatever, is you run the risk of the guy just believing the guy or the girl believing the partner, and then you lose that friend. That's apparently a common experience. But
Jesus Christ. Fucking disgusting. So, because she had once asked me for the truth and made it blatantly clear she had been asking him for it and that he was still lying, I sent her 8 pages that I had written, because this is how I deal with shit. If I have something to say with somebody, I write it down and I make them listen. Because this is how I deal with shit. If I have something to...
I have done this for friends and family. If I have something to say, I get it down and I make them listen.
Say with somebody, I write it down and I make them listen. This was written and read to Daniel weeks before all of this. 8 pages. 1.5 pages of this was me calling him out for the way he had been treating me for 3 years. And 6.5 pages was me calling him out for his behavior in relationships and all the shit that he had been saying and...
Destiny, I can see that happening. You think you have a trusting friend until they're in love with someone. Well, if the partner's cheated for the first time, then the reason why is because it's easier to believe that your partner didn't cheat and the friend is lying because they're jealous or whatever than to believe your partner cheated. So some people will just buy that instead. That's damn, she's just ripping out one message there. She's got 8 pages written here and she just pulls out one non-time-stamped, okay, based, okay.
Pages was me calling him out for his behavior in relationships and all the shit that he had been saying and doing behind his partner's back for 2 years. I had proof that I fought for her. I had proof that I fought for their relationship. I begged him to talk to her for 2 years.
Is she saying he raped her and then they continued a relationship for a long time after? She made it sound like she got raped and then told his girlfriend that she had sex with him and now is trying to spin it like she told... Well, no, I mean, it sounds like he didn't quite get it inside of her. I think that's what I took from her story, but he was trying or pressuring her a lot, but they ended up not doing anything. And then she went to tell his girlfriend and then she hated her for it, I guess, or hates them both. He jerked off on her. Okay.
Only to have him lie to get me alone, pressure me to say things that he agreed wouldn't happen, and then go home and use me as a scapegoat. She wanted the truth. He was still lying. He said she deserved to know everything, okay? He said she deserved to know everything.
Okay, Jesus, we got the CIA over here. Okay. Publishing redacted intelligence reports. She deserved to know. Has somebody... Oh, wait, she didn't even... Wait, did she do this improperly? Oh, no, okay. It looked like it was see-through. Be careful with your... I've seen some people will post things online, and I think they're using like a phone thing to get rid of words. My guess is if you ran this through an AI, though, I bet it could tell you because you've got the hanging... I bet it could tell you exactly what this statement is. I'm surprised somebody hasn't already. I bet somebody already has, actually. But you shouldn't leave so much of this visible. But she deserved to know. My God, you didn't deserve this. I fucked up. I started acting like the voices in my head tell me I am. Oh, I love when people are texting like they're in a movie. Hell yeah.
and by golly did I agree. In fact, I had 8 pages
That's when you're getting some juicy, some cinema.
everything, okay? He said she deserved to know everything, and by golly did I agree. In fact, I had 8 pages of proof that I've been telling him that for 2 years. So I sent it to her. If he had truly told her everything, this shouldn't have made a difference, but it looks like it did. And in case he is denying having ever heard this, here is the exact date and time I told him about it, but it looks like it did. And in case he is denying having ever heard this, here is the exact
I've had some time to figure out my thoughts and write them down. Let me know when you can talk again. I probably won't have time tomorrow, but the days after I'll have time. Okay, sounds good. Want me to put something on the calendar? For sure. Today I'm free till 2 p.m.-ish, which would be 5 p.m.-ish your time, or the day after onwards. Let me know when you can have another talk. Would you have any time later at all? What? Are we going to get to the point of like, what is the, why is all this public? Why are they all talking about this on YouTube now? What was the point about any of this?
date and time I told him about it, the exact date and time I followed up about it, and the
I'm swamped this weekend, okay? Can do. I want to say it sooner rather than later, just because it's kind of heavy, LOL. Been eating away at me since we last talked, but it's something we need time for, so yeah, weekend is okay. Okay.
exact date and time we had that call.
Video chat, 49 minutes. Okay.
He thanked me for this. He thanked me on call, which I obviously don't have proof of. I unfortunately did not record our conversations. But 10 days later,
Isn't this because he filed a cease and desist after she posted the first video we watched? Yeah, but it sounds like, if I've got the dates right, that first cease and desist was like from 2 years ago. So why is she posting this a week ago?
completely of his own accord, he
So I want to say thank you for the little wake-up call again. It meant a lot and motivated me to restart therapy. I'm glad I did something. When did you start again? I'll be starting the week back from Vegas. Nice.
conversations. But 10 days later, completely of his own accord, he reached out to me again to thank me again for this very real wake-up call. Okay? I have proof that he heard this and that he thanked me for it. I have proof he said she deserved to know the truth, and I have proof that she asked me for the truth. Weeks after that happened, I made my video, conversation about manipulation, consent, and assault. I did not think he was keeping tabs on me.
A conversation about manipulation, consent, and assault went up June 19th. That was 7 weeks after he and I went no contact. 7.
At the time I received the cease and desist, I was already going through something. I was already dealing with some trauma. Oh, and by the way, he knew that I already had PTSD from previous trauma. I was already going through some shit. But this made it so much. Finding out that someone who hurt you is keeping tabs on you and watching you, even though they blocked you, I kept that video vague, and I did it.
So he said all of these messages are before he allegedly assaulted her. That happened on 4/20, and these are from March/early April. Okay. I don't know if that matters or not, but that's a chatter really wants you to know that.
On purpose because I didn't want to start I never said it was about him, and I'm not saying that it is. What I am saying is that he said it was about him, and that he threatened to sue me if I didn't take it down within 24 hours. But I left it up, and it's been up for almost 2 years. I know people are going to ask me why I didn't say something earlier. I wasn't ready. I mean, I thought I was ready, but I Jesus Christ. I guess not.
What is the goal? I don't understand this. Maybe I'm just not enough of the Zoomer age. People ask me when I was going to talk about this. Why? Why do you, what is the, like, why? Like, finally, now I need to say my piece publicly and everything. Like, why? What is the point?
But I have to do this. I have stayed silent for almost 2 years, and that silence has not been good for my mental health. I don't think I will ever truly know peace if I allow him to silence.
Okay.
And in case you're wondering if there have been any allegations against Daniel, there was.
Uh-oh.
He told me about it. That's the only reason I know about it.
So he raped me in the summer of 2016. He's a YouTuber now with hundreds of thousands of followers. Please do not follow him. He uses social justice issues for his own gain. As a white, straight man. Oh no. He did many things to me without my consent. And then he raped me. And then left me to leave his father's house bleeding. Fuck you, Daniel. Fuck you. Feel free to reblog honestly. I don't care anymore. I can't handle holding it in. Wow.
He told me it was false, and that there's no way it could be true, because he wasn't there at the time. Turns out he told Discord something different.
Oh no, not the Discord rooms. It's never good when Discord's involved. Does this sound like a fake cry to you? I don't know. There's no way you can ever tell if somebody's fake crying. I don't know if this person sounds when they're normally crying. No, everybody's like, oh, fake cry. I don't know. She could legitimately be crying. She could legitimately be lying and legitimately crying. There's no way to just know if somebody's fake crying. I don't know why everybody pretends that they can, like, Oh, I know 100% there's a fake cry. Well, how can you possibly know that?
That's the only reason I know about it. He told me it was false and that there's no way it could be true because he wasn't there at the time. He told me it was false and that there's no way it could be true because he wasn't there at the time. Turns out he told Discord something.
Wait.
And that there's no way it could
Some
be-
random Tumblr just accused me of rape at a time when I literally couldn't have been in that state. I think unless it blows up, I'm going to try and let it get buried.
be true because he wasn't there at the time. Turns out he told Discord something different.
What did he tell Discord? I can categorically say this is false. In 2016, I was living in Ireland from late summer to the end of the year. Before that, I only saw my dad for a couple of weeks out of the year, and he was there the whole time because I was visiting him. This is someone taking what they know about me and trying to push it into something. I literally have receipts. I was either literally not where my dad lives or with him because I was visiting him. Wasn't really looking to have encounters while visiting my dad in Nashville. Damn, he hates some Southern women.
He was there, but he was only there to visit his father. So, I'm not saying that a conversation about manipulation, consent, and assault is about Daniel. I never did. I go to Vegas often to get tattooed. My Mama Batok lives there. My spirit dad.
Mama Batak is cultural practitioner and traditional Filipino tattooer. Oh, we're getting like a, what were they called? Bad subs? Anime translation.
I have to say something.
Is that what they were called? What am I thinking of? Horrible subs. Oh, those are the people who used to, when they would sub anime for fans, they would put like, they'd leave a word in, but then they would explain what the word means.
I want to breathe again. Jesus, I thought I was done crying about this. If he did the things that I mentioned in that video, then that would mean it's a pattern. And if I woke up one day and saw another allegation somewhere, I would never forgive myself for saying nothing. Because Daniel likes to take his friends traveling.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if they'll sue me over this. I'm not saying that other video is about him. I never did. This one's about him, and all I'm doing is sharing the cease and desist. All I'm doing is sharing the fact that he was keeping tabs on me even weeks after our friendship ended.
7
And
weeks.
that he watched my video, and that he said it was about him, even though I never did. And that he went to a law firm and told them it was about him. And that he sent a lawyer after me to bark like a dog and threaten me into silence. He threatened to sue me. He threatened to bury me under legal fees. He threatened to wipe me off of social media if I didn't take that video down in 24 hours. After I got this, anytime I got an email, it's gonna happen again, I guarantee you. Anytime I saw that little notification on my phone, my stomach would drop. Because I was terrified. And it was his lawyer, again, coming after me to threaten me for something else. I spent a good year of my life looking over my shoulder, wondering what I could and couldn't say. Because apparently, if I talked about my life and the things that I have been through,
Cutting crying in the video is wild. Nothing will ever be as absolute cinema as that one girl that accused Gus of breaking up with her after her abortion and or whatever, of her plugging that ad at the end of that video. That was the most cinematic thing you could ever do.
you know, even if I never say who the it was, apparently he was going to come after me for it. Sorry, not apparently, confirmed. That's going to happen again if I post this. But I want to feel okay again. And I don't think I ever will if I let him silence me. I will not let him silence me. And I will not let him bury this the way he likes things to get buried.
Wow.
I think his followers deserve to know what kind of a man he is. Because, as his own lawyer said, he's done a good job building a positive reputation as a medical professional. The kind of man he is when the cameras are not rolling. He's a liar and a cheater. He is a vile, despicable human being, and those words come straight from the mouth of his own partner.
Damn.
I don't know if they're still together. I'm not looking him up. I never want to see his face again. The first thing I did when our friendship ended, I went to YouTube, I clicked on an icon of his video, and
The ukulele apology video was also pretty cinema. I don't even know what that drama was about though, so I didn't know. I couldn't appreciate it as much. I'm sorry.
never want to see his face again. The first thing I did when our friendship ended, I went to YouTube, I clicked on an icon of his video, and I hit do not recommend channel. Because I never wanted to see his face again. But it turns out he was keeping tabs on me. Daniel is a vile, despicable human being. And the kind of man who would pressure one of his own best friends into saying things while he's sober and awake, knowing very well that they are half asleep and on drugs. He is the kind of man to keep tabs on them, watch their videos, and hire a lawyer to try and threaten them into silence. He is the kind of man that would threaten a lawsuit, legal fees, and social media eradication over a video in which I never identified who I was talking about. That's the kind of man he is. I am done being silent. I don't know what's gonna
I can't wait to get to his video. I'm so curious why he would ever send that cease and desist.
happen. If I disappear, you'll know who did it.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Maybe I'll receive another cease and desist. I wonder if he'll go with the same lawyer. She called him a medical professional. This was the revised version. It was titled Revised Cease and Desist. But they threatened defamation on a video that never said it was about him, and they called him a medical professional, and she accidentally sent me a blank email half an hour before the real one. So he might go with someone new. 4/20 of 2023, I spent alone in Vegas by the pool.
Before Daniel arrived.
4/20 of 2024 was this.
Happy anniversary to the day one of my best friends pressured me into things I didn't want to do while he was awake and sober and I was half asleep on drugs. Happy 4/20. Oh, she posted this way back in the day. I wonder if maybe she'd posted enough vague things about it and maybe he sent the cease and desist to get ahead of it. Maybe? Maybe?
And I'm not having that this year. I am done being silent. I don't know what this is going to do. I don't need this to blow up. I don't want this to blow up. I just can't stay silent. And there's no reason why this story needs to end with him getting away with it. Not when he went out of his way to attach his own name to that video. I never said it was about him. Not once. And I'm not saying that it is. What I am saying is that he threatened to sue me over it. So, yeah. If I disappear, you'll know who did it. I will not let him silence me. I will not let him bury me.
Did I look at the Zizian cult thing earlier? Wait, Zizian, the Path of Exile guy? No. Does he have a cult? Or is that Zazarian? Am I mixing the names up? No, not him. Oh, okay. Pause if you want to. I clicked the links at 2305. Corrine M. Mullen, I'm sorry. ESQ. It's a partner in the firm's banking and financial services department. Wait, this cannot be the right person. Hold on. This person. I wonder if this was just like a friend or his mom or something. I don't know. Is it legal to allege someone has raped you without pressing any charges, just constantly over and over accusing and continuously bringing it up to passively disparage someone? If they're a public figure, you probably can get away with it. If it's a private person, I don't know if you could. I don't know how that works because I'm not a private person, so. This law firm represents Daniel B. Green in an action for libel, defamation, and invasion of privacy, including punitive damages, attorney's fees, costs to be commenced against you immediately. If you are represented by legal counsel, please direct this letter to your attorney immediately and have your attorney notify us of such representation. This firm intends to immediately file suit against you in a defamation and invasion of privacy lawsuit arising from your statements by Daniel B. Green and his partner in 2 videos you have sent to Mr. Green and his partner appearing below. Did she send videos to him and his partner about something, or are these just her YouTube videos? What is this? I feel like she didn't mention that. We are also in possession of direct communications between you and Mr. Green indicating the falsity of your allegations. We intend to present those, or these, in the action against you and in our effort to remove you from your platforms. More specifically, the statements in these 2 videos are highly defamatory and subject you to a claim of libel per se and invasion of privacy. When proven at trial, you will be asked to pay compensatory damages, punitive damages, and attorney's fees for these statements. Yes, she did, but that's a spoiler. Okay. Don't spoil. Stop spoiling, guys. Please accept this letter as a formal demand to immediately retract these statements and cease and desist from further dissemination of this information on any platform or email or publication of this information in any form. You're hereby directed to cease and desist all defamation and publication of any statement of and concerning Daniel B. Green. Plaintiff, blah, blah, blah. We refer you to maliciously spreading inaccurate, unfounded information that is damaging. Unlawful for an individual to make deliberate statements. Okay. Destroy the videos and cease from publishing. Retract any video identified above and other videos. Retract any picture pertaining to Daniel B. Green on all social media platforms. Retract any post. Retract any communication/text messages. Retract any and all comments posted by you. Cease and desist from attempting to contact Daniel B. Green or his partner or any third party concerning Daniel B. Green. You've shown in the past to demonstrate bad intent in the defamation and invasion of privacy. If this behavior occurs again, action will be taken against you to block you from all social media platforms. Take action to remove your site and prevent you from further posting, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You do not comply with the cease and desist demand within 24 hours. Daniel B. Green will have no choice but to move forward with this litigation against you. 24 hours is kind of crazy, especially if somebody wants to retain their own legal counsel. 24 hours? I feel like, well, but if it's a cease and desist, sometimes they will say, like, you need to immediately do this. If you don't comply within 24 hours, Jesus. I doubt they're not filing anything within 24 hours, so that's, like, retarded, I guess. In the event that you fail to meet this demand, please be advised that he's asked us to communicate with you. Before taking these steps, however, my client wished to give you an opportunity to discontinue your legal conduct by complying with this demand. Accordingly, please remove the defamatory post in 24 hours post written confirmation you've done so. Oh, wait. What is this? Okay. We got more stuff. First link was when I first reached out. Nothing remains of the first 2 links, but I wanted to click them for you anyway, so I don't have to deal with people saying, why didn't you click the first 2? The first link was from when I first reached out. Well, what was it? She was sending them videos of what? The second link was the 8 pages he thanked me for at the time he heard it. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder what that first one was. Did she say anything about that? She hasn't yet, right? If you think something is defamatory and you offer a 30-day notice, how defamatory is the content in the first day? I don't know what you mean by that. Generally, usually you just give the other person time to comply, basically, right? And the last link.
Hey guys, it is 8 in the morning and I
What's this
touched
video?
up my roots yesterday, so I got splotches of dye in my face, but that's fine.
I meant first place, obviously. I mean, it depends on where they're posted. It depends on how it's going. Yeah, I guess usually you want them to comply immediately, sure.
I was just ruminating in the shower.
Okay, I'm back on another day to finish this.
Hi.
Let's talk about day number 2.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna force myself to talk through the tears, because otherwise it's just gonna take too long. So forgive me.